Hello everyone, welcome to the Garis Podcast. I'm Rehan Gabrian Yuwono from Adidas Group and now you listening to episode 2 of the Tiga Garis Podcast. So today, I'm gonna talk about plan location and plan layout based on summary from the book Operation Management by Mia Aksara. This should be an interesting topic and I hope you like it, but before we start, also remember to give this podcast like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out when there's a new podcast. Okay, let's get started. First of all, plan location decision concern multiple manufacturing and assembly units as well as service organization. Strategic factory location decisions are long-term and non-recurring, so they require a detailed analysis of the long-term consequences because, first, a poor factory location can be a source of higher costs, difficult marketing and transportation, dissatisfaction among employees and customers, frequent interruption in production, substandard quality, competitive disadvantage, and so on. The second one is once the plan is installed in a certain location, the plan is relatively immobile and one day it may. The third one is investment in land and building is quite large in the case of large companies and economic laws vary from one location to another. So the next point is significance of location decision. Now we're gonna talk about significance of location decision. That factory location decision generally arise when, first, a new manufacturing or service unit will be set up. The second one is existing factory operation are difficult to expand because the previous location selection was not appropriate. The third is to create business growth is advisable to build additional facilities in new areas. The fourth one, the emergence of new social, chronic labor problems, and political instability or economic conditions that indicate a change in the location of existing factories. The last one, product development exceed profit from existing factories. And the next point, profiling factors for location planning. In location planning, there are several factors. Keep this in mind. Location factors can generally be grouped into the three factors as regional factors, community, society factors, and location factors. First, regional factors determine the overall area or region within a country. Second one is community factors influence the choice of factory location in the area. The third one, location factor, favor specific location within the community. These three factors have substantial overlap. Factors that influence location selection policies are proximity to market. Every company is in business access to the market and can survive only if their products reach consumer on time at a competitive price. The second one is proximity to source of raw materials. Since raw materials usually account for 50 or to 60% of the total product cost, it is important for companies to get their raw materials requirement at the right time and a reasonable price. The third one is infrastructure facilities. Infrastructure facilities consider the availability of utilities such as electricity, water, waste disposal, and so on. It forms the lifeblood of various types of industries without which their activities might come to a halt. The fourth one is transportation facilities. Transportation costs are one of the main determinants of 376 plans. The structure of freight cost depends on first, commodity characteristic. The second one is average delivery distance, and the third one is means of transportation. 5. The location of the factory must be such that required workforce is easily available in the surrounding area. And the next topic is economic survival set selection. The ideal selection is one where the cost of obtaining materials and processing them into finished products plus the cost of distributing finished product to customers are minimum. One of the most commonly used approach consists of the following steps. Step 1. Prepare a list of all relevant factors. Step 2. Estimate the cost of materials, transportation, wage, electricity, and so on for each location for each of the factors above. Step 3. Collect data about the tangible factors such as community facilities, community attitudes, and so on. And step 4. Analyze tangible data for each location and calculate the return on investment. Step 5. Select a temporary location based on financial data. Step 6. Compare intangible data for various locations and select the optimal location considering tangibles and intangibles. And next topic is, what is factory layout planning? And the next topic is about factory layout planning. So let's define what is factory layout planning. According to Moore, plan layout is the plan or act of planning the optimal arrangement of facilities including personnel, operating equipment, storage space, material handling equipment, and all other supporting survive together with the best structural design to accommodate these facilities. 3.6 Good factory layout. Thus, efficient layout organization can achieve the following goals. First, economical in material handling, production, and finished goods. The second one is minimize production delays. The third one is shorter work and minimum production cycle time. Fourth one, efficient use of available space. 5. Easy supervision and better production control. And 6. Greater flexibility for change in product design and for future expansion. And 7. Better working condition by eliminating the cause of excessive noise, unpleasant odors, and smoke. The goal of layout in a service organization tend to be to provide maximum comfort and convenience to customers, make customers' taste, preference, satisfaction, and provide the most enjoyable and pleasant environment. And the next point, principles of layout planning. It is impossible to define a good layout in a few words, but there can any certain criteria that can be used to judge whether a layout is good or not. They are: these factors are integration of several factors, little movement, unidirectional flow, effective use of space, maximum visibility, maximum accessibility, little handling, security, safe and representative environment, maximum flexibility, and the last one, maximum security. Next topic is type of factory layout planning. Layout planning is of three types, that is, first, process of functional layout. The process layout is suitable layout if the product being produced is not standard or there are many variations in the processing time of each operational process. The second one is product of line layout. Product layout is also called layout by sequence, the layout of the factory, the shape and size of the building, and the location of service and storage areas. The position of material handling equipment are such that the material flows in the same direction and steady speed. And the third one is project of fixed position layout. Types of industrial projects such as aircraft factories, ships, locomotive, large turbine, heavy machinery, pressure vessels, and other that involve heavy material and sub-assemblies. Fourth, mixed layout or combination layout. A mixed layout is combination of process and product layouts. A mixed layout is generally used when a company product contains a large number of components, parts, and the next topic is layout cost planning analysis. The capital investment in product layout is higher compared to the investment in the first process layout because special purpose machines are more expensive than general purpose machines. Second, because capital is needed to duplicate machines to balance the line. There are variable costs per unit, and the product layouts, the costs are lower than the variable costs per unit in the process layout. And the last topic is planning of factory layout analysis tools and technique. Important types of tool and technique that are useful in plan layout analysis are process chart diagram. First, process chart. The well-known process chart are operation process chart and process flow chart. An operation process chart is graphical representation of activities and material entry points. Process flow diagrams define the flow and activities of components of people through a series of operations, inspections, transportation, delay, and storage. The chart also provides information about time and distance. The second one is diagram. Diagrams are useful for studying various layout alternatives and thereby selecting the optimal layout, studying the extent of traffic over various planned routes, identifying the degree of backtracking cross traffic, and obstacles encountered during the movement of materials, and studying activity relationship between department and work center. There are two familiar types of diagram, namely flow diagram and string diagram. Alright, we'll stop there for today. Hopefully this episode was interesting for you, and hopefully it was good for you to study plan, location, and plan layout in operational management based on summary from the book Operation Management by Mia Aksara. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this podcast. See you on the next episode. Bye.